This beat by ya.
Yeah. Ricky Rich. Hey.
Big bass music.
You can catch me jugging with a white chick. I stay with some shooters, we don't fight shit. I just bought the Ruger on some hype. I could turn your chick onto some dykes. I would've came home sooner, but I'm flight risk. This a double clip. This ain't missing shit. Yeah, I hit a lick. Whipping Taylor Swift. Getting paper sick. Nah, you can't tell me shit. Crocodile shoes. I'm in the zoo. She wanted two. With me, you can't lose. My gang fools. Ducking the goose. What did you think, snitch? I'm wearing a mink stitch. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Yeah, on your broke ass. I just threw a check.
This beat by ya.
Yeah. Ricky Rich. Hey.
Big bass music.
You can catch me jugging with a white chick. I stay with some shooters, won't fight. I just bought the Ruger on some hype. I could turn your chick onto some dykes. I would've came home sooner, but I'm flight risk. This a double clip. This ain't missing shit. Yeah, I hit a leg. Whipping Taylor Swift. Getting paper shit. Now you can't tell me shit. Crocodile shoes. I'm in the zoo. She wanted two. With me you can't lose. My gang fools. Ducking the goose. What did you think, snitch? I'm wearing a mink stitch. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Yo, I'm flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Dripping all white like them God Almighty. These fools really think they John Gotti. These fools think they really who? These chicks messing with everybody. These chicks messing with who? Nah, I can tell when you guys lying. Say you move big, yeah, I ain't buying. Steak with the pasta, yeah, fine dining. Yeah, I'm eat steak with the fine dining. Still on the same trash, come find me. Yeah, I'm on the same trash, come find me. Long live Moo, West Side, yeah. RIP my guy Moo, man. Quick to take a chain, yeah. I ain't worried about his chick, nah. I'll run up in the range with 100-round clip. If I said I did my thing, then you know I did that hit. In the trap banging bells. I say your mama that drill, yeah. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass. Flexing on your broke ass. I just threw a check at your broke ass.
Come here.
What up, bro?
What's up, little bro?
What up, bro?
See you made it back in town, man.
Yeah. Yo, what you up to, bro?
Oh, bro, man, I'm on this Facebook, man. I got this young lady, man. I got this queen that I really want you to meet, man. I met the other day.
Here you go again. Let me see, man.
Sweet potato pie.
You know it's hard out here trying to find real love, you know. So kings, when you find that queen, make sure you treat her right. Make sure you tell her she's your sweet potato pie. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie. Tasty love I can't deny. One slice I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. So good. Like waking up on Sunday morning and mama making your favorite meal. Like getting the keys to that whip you wanted. Don't you know how that makes you feel? Like at the barbershop, getting cut up by the master King T. What's up, T? Like using every good thing to describe you, but there's nothing quite so sweet. You're my sweet potato, tasty love I can't deny. Tasty love, one slice, tasty love, and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side.
imitator. Yep. Yo, we be going on some levels like we freaking on each other in the elevator. Take off, take off. All the way to the top floor. Yeah. On the wall to the damn floor. You be riding like a world tour. Baby got that patty pie. Always craving it. And I ain't even gotta go to the store. Just open the oven and let out the heat. The pie is all mine, so I heat up my treat. The pleasure all mine, cause the way you treat me. So I got you from your head to your feet. Give me that whipped cream, spray you up. Let the hot beef injection lay you up. Passed out in the lingerie laced up. But then it's right back at it to the nights up. Yeah.
Sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. Tasty love, one slice, tasty love, and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. Oh, my sweet potato pie. Anything you want, baby. Anything I need. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. And lady, don't you know you're driving me crazy with all the freaky shit you do. Keeps me coming back for you. My baby, put it down like she performing at the Grammys. Oh, she's classy in her personality. Can't keep my sanity. You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. One slice, one slice, yeah. Oh, my sweet potato pie. Anything you want, baby. Anything I need, you got it. I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. How you making me feel? Don't you know this feeling? Don't you know this feeling? It's so real. Cause girl, you're driving me crazy. And driving me crazy. I got a thing for you that's amazing. Oh, baby, sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. Some whipped cream on the side. You're my sweet potato pie, tasty love, I can't deny. One slice, I'm hooked and I can't lie. It's so good to me, so good to me. So good.
Yo,
Happy New Year!
it's the vibe on there. Mr. D's Open Mic King, Poison Ivy, the queen of the building. And built in, I don't know why I say it that way. Yeah, built in. And it's a new year, 2018, in full effect. In full effect.
We're back.
We are back.
We are back.
We are back. And as you see, we playing videos now.
Turn up,
Are
turn
playing
up,
videos.
turn up,
We
turn
grew up a little bit. We grew up a little bit, you know. I thank my moms, you know, my dad, you know, my cousin, Lil Richie, Bobby Jimmy, Fresh Fred, Bald Ricardo, and them, the whole homie, all the whole crew. It's dope. But what's going on, everybody? Y'all good? If you want to call in, talk to us, feel free. 216-526-1555. 216-526-1555. And we got a lot to talk about today. Our guest in the studio today will be my man Haz Matthews from I'm about to say Z107 93 FM WZAK. And we got the songstress, the illustrious, the most infamous, probably one of the best singers I know. And she goes hard. Miss Barbara J. Barrett is in the building as well. So, you know, it's going down, it's going down, it's going down.
J.
What's going on with you, Poison?
Oh man, a lot and a little bit. I am great. As everybody see. Come on. Just this out the way so everybody can see how great I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something wrong with her.
I'm great.
Something wrong with her.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, I made it through another year. Birthday next weekend, so you know I'm turning up to be 44.
What day is that?
It's a Sunday.
I ain't gonna have no money, but I got something for you though.
Yeah.
You know what I got for you?
What?
Sweet potato pie.
See, now you can. We just played that song at the beginning. Actually, we played the video. Now we doing the videos. We playing music and
Thank
videos.
you,
So
JC.
if you want to send videos or music, send them to the vibeonair@gmail.com, and we will get your music played for you. Make sure it's clean music only.
Yeah.
Clean music only, because I do listen to
Music
them,
only, y'all.
and I like a lot of y'all stuff, man. A lot of y'all got some good music out there, but make sure it's clean.
Make sure it's
That's all
clean.
I'm saying, man. Just keep it 100.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about Prince William. He married a lady named Megan just recently. She's of African descent, and a lot of English folks are in an uproar because of this. They are upset because they feel like, you know, she's tainting royal blood.
Tainting royal blood.
Because she's part black, even though she don't really look it to me. But, you know, they saying, you know, but there's actually been an African queen before.
We all queens.
I'm talking about in
Actually.
England. In England.
An African queen.
Yeah,
in
person of
England.
black descent.
Yeah.
Her name was Queen Charlotte. She was the wife of King George III.
We were originally queens.
Right. Well, we're talking, but that's in Africa. We're not talking about in England, where they're predominantly white people. There's only been 2 African queens, and there's only been 1 African queen because she's not the other girl. Meghan Markle is not a queen yet. She's a princess now, but you know she is the first mixed race royalty. Yeah, and but a lot of people have an issue with that because they're saying that they're tainting the crown. The crown ain't gonna be nothing anymore. It's a lot of crazy stupid
black?
stuff. Yeah, because she's part black. And like I said, if you look at her picture, you can't. She don't even look black.
I'm a queen.
Even though you could tell she got black features. You ain't an English queen.
I'm a damn American queen.
You're a dairy queen.
That's a.
He was about to say.
that was
I slid that right in there. Yeah,
I'm
I see
eating
that.
Mexican cornbread.
I see that.
No, they asked me what I was eating.
Okay, well, I see that.
Whatever.
Tell them to subscribe to the damn show.
So what did you do last night? How did you sleep?
Why are we talking about how I slept?
Did you sleep good?
I slept. That's for sure. It was great. It's the best sleep I ever had in my life.
Yo, I see my nail broke. This is selfish.
What happened?
I don't know. I was at the casino having a great time, and then I looked down and I didn't have a nail, so I don't know what I did. But my nails, these my natural nails, and they curl downward, so I could have, like, you know, like if I lay my hands down there, like, I could easily break them. I mean, but
Could have broke them.
I really don't know how that happened. I don't know. But I did win $60 last night, y'all. Sure did. Damn, my
Good for
phone
you.
gone. You got no charger?
Huh?
My phone gonna die.
You talking about everything and everything. It's like you just can be confused sometimes.
I'll be confused.
You just be popping up and talking about everything. Yeah, that's what it is. You will be all over the blizzle. But what we gonna do right here is we finna get some music going for y'all because that's what we like to do at the beginning of the show. And then we gonna have our guests in here shortly. We gonna do our segments. Of course, I got the ratchet news. I got sports. Poison Ivy has the GOOD, good news and entertainment. And we about to get this in, man. So stay where you are. This is the hottest, the craziest, the most spontaneous, the most instantaneous, and all these other words that I can't really get out my voice. This is the vibe on air, man, and it's 2018, man. I'm about to be so tired. It's crazy. But you know, we like to, you know, we're trying to get sponsors in, and we like to promote you, and as we do like to promote, here we go.
You or someone you love need to be freed. Call Mr. Deeds. With immediate response, 24-hour bail bond service for misdemeanor or felony charges. Mr. Deeds is ready, serving all courts in all counties with affordable bail bond service.
Mr. Deeds is who you need to be free.
Coach Jones, AW Man's organization, Black Point Program. Coach Jones, AW Man's organization, Black Point Program. Now you're tuned in to live on air.
Hey baby, what you doing? Put some clothes on, let's get into it. Some dinner, maybe a movie. Let's do what you like, you know you're choosing. Put that dress on, one that makes you get it.
You know which one I'm talking about, baby.
Traffic's moving steady. Babe, are you ready? I'm on my way. I can't wait to get next to you. I'm on my way. So many things that I wanna do. Can't wait till I see your face. I'm on my way. On my way. Your beauty, just like magic, so incredible, no one can match it. I'm excited, the closer I get, gonna have a good time. You're who's invited, so put that dress on, one that makes you get it. Traffic's moving steady. Babe, are you ready? I'm on my way. I can't wait to get next to you. I'm on my way. So many things that I wanna do. Can't wait till I see your face.
chocolate star. You're my chocolate star. Your love is sending me to an altered fantasy. You got me oh so high. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. Your love is sending me to an altered fantasy. You got me oh so high. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. Baby, you got me. The way you got me feeling, I'm so high. I will give you anything, everything that you need. Oh my. Baby, let me take you there. Just a little higher as we both climb the stairs. Let's explore another galaxy, a fantastic voyage. All you gotta do is let me. Your love is sending me to an altered fantasy. You got me oh so high. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. Your love is sending me to an altered fantasy. You got me oh so high. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. You got me feeling so easy and free. You got me feeling the breeze. Now that you're here, we're gonna take this love thing to another level. Exploring our minds, let's create something else so special. You and me, no one there to interrupt this perfect melody of our love. I can't help but lose my mind. I don't wanna waste no time. I just wanna get it right, get it right. Love is making me, ooh, your love is sending me to an altered fantasy. You got me oh so high. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. Your love is sending me to an altered fantasy. You got me oh so high. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. I don't wanna let this go. I just wanna stay with. Can I just lay with you? Baby, can we take it slow? Baby, can we lose control? Oh, your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. You're my chocolate star. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. You're my chocolate star. Your love is making me weak. Yeah, you're my chocolate star. You're my chocolate star. Your love is making me weak. You're my chocolate star. You're my chocolate star. You're my chocolate star.
Yo, it's the vibe on air, Mr. D's, the open mic king, Poison Ivy, Queen in the building. And that was a music video, On My Way by Eric Nolan from the OJs. And music from Tanisha's Salary, Chocolate Star.
Tanisha, I want to know who your chocolate star is.
It's her husband.
He ain't chocolate.
I keep telling you it's her husband.
He ain't chocolate.
He ain't got to be chocolate, it don't matter.
He more like a caramel.
He more like a, whatever. Semantics. And it's the first show of the year.
Yes.
And I'm excited about it.
I'm excited, period. I've been so lit, you know, since like Christmas.
Oh my God, you're lit.
I'm lit.
You're so lit.
Like I don't need nobody to take me out and like blow my flame out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look like a flame blower, keep it moving.
Wow.
I don't want none on me.
That was pretty profound, man. If you're a flame blower.
Don't be a flame blower.
Please don't be a flame blower.
Please don't be a flame blower.
Remember, only you can prevent flames being blown out. Only you.
Only you.
It don't make sense, but okay. But it's time to jump into some of the stuff that we like to do. And you know, we got my homegirl here, and I'm trying to, you know, do more than one thing at a time because you know I'm good at that. But we're gonna jump right into this thing we like to call the
G-O-O-D, 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 good.
It's the good news report. Poison Ivy. I think I be spelling G-O-D.
God.
Yeah, I mean, you spell G-O-O-D.
You need a blessing?
I'm blessed by the best.
Shut up. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Poison Ivy, with the good news and entertainment. I missed y'all. So, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got some really good stories from my peoples. Y'all, I love when y'all send me these stories to talk about. So, let's not even play with it. We just gonna jump off with this cold weather in Cleveland. Like, it's devastating. No, it ain't devastating. It ain't that bad. But it is really cold, though. And I just got,
it's a normal winter.
Somebody sent me wind chills Thursday, -10 to -15. That's today.
Yeah, that's today.
And so it's a good thing that our guest called the EMS for this guy that was laying on the side of the road because it is damn cold outside. And then tomorrow it's going to drop even more, -15 and -24.
Didn't they close like 200-something schools for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, schools are closed. What does this say? Frostbite to exposed skin in 30 minutes. Oof, that's serious. So that means y'all need to put on y'all long johns. Make sure you got your gloves and your hat.
Or your long jills.
You know, because this weather ain't no joke. Yeah, or your long jills, whatever that is.
Women should wear long jills.
I've never heard of that. You made that up.
No, it just sound right.
It did not. Long jills. You stupid.
Or long Jennifers.
I cannot deal with you. So, the new Love and Hip Hop Miami is out now.
Oh, God.
And Trina is the star, and I'm kind of excited to see where this goes.
What's wrong with Trick Daddy Face, man?
You know what? And I don't want to say this on air, so I'm probably not going to say it, but I got a nickname for him. I'm going to tell you off air what his nickname is.
Like Turd Face?
No. I wouldn't do him like
he looked
that.
like somebody was biting on his cheeks.
I wouldn't do him like
teeth
that.
marks deep in his face.
But Trina...
look like he got smacked with 10 cookie cutters.
Shut up. Trina has a cousin named Bobby Likes.
He looked like his face was molded like Play-Doh.
I'm not gonna comment on Trick Daddy's face on air. I would keep all my comments to myself.
He ain't gonna come to Cleveland, Kentucky.
I like him though.
He might though. He nuts.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that Trick Daddy life. I don't want no parts of that.
Go ahead.
But yeah, Bobby Likes. He is Trina's cousin, and he is pretty dope, I would say. I mean, from what I heard, just a little bit on the show of him being in the studio, he's cool. But she does not validate him. You know, she supposedly don't support his career. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I don't know what the beef is with them, but I don't know. I gotta keep watching. To see like what is the real issue. I know she said like he turn up everywhere he go, but I mean he a lit person, obviously.
And just make it clear that it ain't because he's a flamboyantly gay rapper. It's mostly because he just be wilding out.
Just wilding out, yeah. So I don't know. I need to just watch it a little bit more to see what the real issue with them is, because I'm really interested in that story. I was waiting on Trina to come on to Love and Hip Hop. And so, you know, she here now, so we get to see what it do.
So that means her career is over?
I'm not going to say that on here. So, boop, boop, boop. Let's get a little bit deeper. So, I have another story, and it is about whether, and that's what I said, are periods, a woman's menstrual, is it natural? Now, she said, one of my fans said, is it natural for women to have menstruals? Technically, she said there was no record of periods into the European invasion. Only domesticated animals had them. So that's like, you know, dogs and cats or whatever. And I guess it has something to do with the diet, the meat, the dairy, the junk. And if you're like vegan, you could possibly make your period go away. Hey,
You're just gonna stop in the middle of talking and just scream ass.
Yeah, so maybe they not. I know, all I know about them is that they clean you, you know, and that you able to have kids with them. But
wait a minute, what did I miss?
The periods, it's natural. They said that we didn't have periods until the European invasion.
Enough said. I'm done.
Okay, boom.
No
so I don't know if it's because of that or not, but that's what someone said. I just wanted to bring light to it. But take it back to Cherish. If you use they call cherishes, right? Those pads.
Yeah.
Use those pads, you get a shorter period too. So.
I hate the fact that you had to ask me about pads.
And you had the answer. That's why I rock with you, because you know you're always right there when I need you.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on. Let me see. Someone asked me, when is it too old to turn up and get drunk every weekend? And when is it time to settle down? Is there an age limit to the turn up? No, stay lit for the rest of your life. Just do it. Drink, smoke, eat all the bad food. No, don't do that. It comes a time in your life where you do have to kind of like slow down. You know what I'm saying? You want to prolong your life. So I would say in between the turn up, give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm supposed to be detoxing tomorrow for like 8 days. So I'm not doing no meat, no alcohol, and no tobacco, because I be smoking mild sometimes. I'm not doing none of that for 8 days. So yeah, I don't think it's an age limit. I just think you got to know when you going too hard and you need to stop. So, but you could turn up for the rest of your life. I would. I mean, as long as you breathe, then you should turn. What else did she ask me? Was there a subliminal message in the Cosby Show? Was Cliff Huxtable telling us that he liked JJ since he was a gynecologist? I heard about that before. I heard that.
What?
I did. I heard that. I heard that, you know, because he was working in the basement on the JJs, that he might have been telling us then, you know, that he had a vagina, you know, situation going on way before the allegations. What you think?
I think he just was a gynecologist.
You don't think he was trying to tell us something? No?
Nah.
You sure?
I think he was just on TV.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, it wasn't no, I don't think he was trying to send us a message.
No?
Nah.
Not even a little bit?
Nah.
Okay, so no. It was not subliminal that he was a gynecologist.
Hell no.
He just was a gynecologist.
Y'all thinking too much.
Speaking of gynecologists, I hope all of y'all getting y'all 2018 vag checks, because if you out here screwing, you need to make sure that your vagina is intact. And that's the end of the GOOD news.
Wow.
So I'm not giving nobody none, so I ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, wow. I can't even find your music no more. I'm just lost. That just threw me back. A message because he was playing a gynecologist on a TV show that was saying that he liked to get.
You know how they come, but you know what's crazy though? Like, because of all the allegations, because I still watch the Cosby Show to this day, but at first when everything was going on, I was watching to see if I saw anything on the show that looked a little, you know, suspect. But I rock with Cosby. I don't, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if I would let Cliff Huxtable work on my vajayjay, but you know.
And that was the GOOD News and Entertainment Report. That threw me off a little bit.
You are a gynecologist?
I'm not going to answer your question. I'm just not going to answer that question.
You seem to be very familiar with the vag.
Who you been talking to?
Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone in 2018.
It's not gonna go down good for you. And just on that note, since you went that way, it's time for the ratchet news.
Ratchet.
The ratchet news.
Today in ratchet news. Now, bear with me a second, because this is kind of tripped out. It's about a man who was arrested for a felony because he's going around sleeping with women and not telling them he got AIDS. But it's not just women. He's also a cross-dresser. And he's not telling men when that he's a woman until they find out, I guess. And he is spreading AIDS. And I had the story up, but wouldn't you know it, my damn
That's terrible.
Yahoo and Facebook. And
that's why I'll be doing it.
What?
That's why I'll be doing it.
I don't need you to stop.
I don't.
Nah, but I mean, it's crazy out here. I mean, it's just crazy out here. And normally my ratchet news, it'd be something funny, but this is something serious because, I mean, I just can't, I can't see my way to just, what you got to lie for?
But you know that they got clubs for people with HIV. Like it's a circle that you can date in that circle. So that's kind of wrong for him to be going out doing that to people when it's a site that you can go to and get your AIDS.
And that's all good and that's all fine. That's their choice of what they want to do and whatever. But it's almost like this guy was forcing it on the people, and it don't have to be that way. It didn't have to be that way. And now he looking at some jail time over it, and rightfully deserved, because I mean that's a hot mess to me. It's a hot mess to me. So that was my ratchet news. But like I said, my Facebook got locked out, and I had the story out there. So I don't know why I got locked out. I think I was sharing the broadcast on too many pages at one time. Facebook hate that. But in other news, the Cavs lost to the Celtics.
Terribly.
Yeah, it was bad. But, this was a schedule loss, as I like to call it. It was a schedule loss.
I hate to think like that. I really do.
Because we're not ready. We're not ready. We're not all the way together.
Fun out of it. Like, I mean, when you watch the game, you want to know that they won because they really was out there winning. Not that they,
I mean, they didn't take a dive, nothing like that. That's not what it was.
I don't like that.
I mean, I'm just saying they just.
Because if the Indians can win, what was they, like 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, So I would hate to think that they was just like not winning games on purpose.
Well, it's not that they're not winning on purpose. They are winning, but it's not. This wasn't like a loss that they meant to lose. It's just saying that they knew they wasn't all the way prepared. We still are at a loss without Isaiah Thomas because he couldn't play 2 games back to back, unfortunately, because of the hip situation. But I mean, I just can't wait to see him again. That's all I'm saying. Because they really can't beat us. Has Matthews.
Well, they beat us last
What do you have to say on the sports situation?
That was abrupt.
I know.
I didn't even know I was sitting over here flipping through my phone.
I'm trying to get my Facebook as I'm talking.
What was going on? About the Cavs?
Yeah, about the Cavs.
Well, like you said, man, I don't really get excited. I tell people all the time about the first half of the season. The season never even really begins to me until the All-Star break. The All-Star break is like the official set it off of the season. You still got half the games left. Everybody is where they are, and it kind of like starts from there. So I mean, you can't, who could come beat us in a 7-game series? That's what I think.
Right, and that's the thing. And just like you said, I don't pay attention to the basketball season until after the All-Star game. That's when it started to go full throttle for me. But I mean, nobody really is going to be able to beat us. Nobody's really going to be able to get to us, and nobody's going to be really able to stop us once we get every position back in full throttle. And once we whole. We not whole yet. I still don't think we whole, and I still don't think we ready. But
well, I mean, who's coming back?
Isaiah still ain't all the way together.
Who else?
Just him.
Oh,
you like who else?
Oh,
I mean, just him.
Oh, I thought somebody else was coming back. Like, who was that? Who was that hobo sitting at the end?
Oh, you mean the hobo guy?
At the
guy who always getting broken. I forget his name. What's that guy's name? He don't play that much anymore.
The hobo.
It was a dude on the end.
Yeah, that guy, he had the scraggly hair.
Who was that?
That was
His jeans was all ripped up, like they drug him in there. Sat him down on the end of the bench. Treated him to a floor seat.
It sounded like a flower or something like that.
It didn't look like one.
It did not. It did not.
It looked like a mushroom.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
But
Derrick Rose will be back too.
And what's up with Kevin Love? Come on, man.
He getting bullied.
I got a theme song for him.
What is it?
Remember that old Force MDs?
Tender Love.
Tender love. Tender love. Love so
raw.
tender.
Gosh.
Love so
He
tender.
done twisted his own ankle.
Wait a minute. That's messed.
I cannot.
But that's real. That's real stuff. But
what's wrong with him?
He's soft.
Why
he's
is love
soft.
so tender?
Why he's so tender?
Tender love. Tender love.
Oh my God.
But hold up. I'm a
Love
back.
so tender.
Love so tender.
It's just the way he keeps saying it. It's like love so tender.
He twisted his own ankle or something like that. No, I think he stepped on somebody. The other guy,
he hurt himself because
from Boston twisted his own ankle, backing up.
And hurt Love.
No, both of them twisted their ankles in that game.
What happened to that dude?
He came back late in the game. I don't even know what his name is.
That was a terrible, terrible, terrible break.
But I do want to backtrack on this Ratchet news story because I'm able to get my info back up now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna backtrack up on it. This happened in Akron, Ohio.
Close to home.
A judge in Summit County sentenced an Akron man to prison Thursday for failing to disclose to a sexual partner that he had a sexually transmitted disease. Common Pleas visiting Judge Richard Reinbold sentenced Dominique Eli to 7 years in prison for not disclosing. 7 years.
Oh, I thought you said 17.
7. 7 single.
Oh.
Years in prison for not disclosing that he had HIV when he had sex with a University of Akron student, according to court records. The 26-year-old Eli was charged with felonious assault after he and the 24-year-old student had sex at a local motel after meeting at a nightclub. Authorities said Eli pled guilty to the charge on December 7th.
I bet he did.
Eli was on parole for sexual battery out of Cuyahoga County. So this was new.
What this fool look like?
And then there's a picture of it. I ain't gonna put it on screen, but he don't look like. I ain't gonna say that. I be trying not to.
I ain't trying to be funny, but I mean,
I just know he about
people should use condoms.
I just gotta say for 7 years.
Sit your dumb ass down.
7 years, bruh. Yeah, he looked like he just.
I mean, I don't really know what to say. Like,
Let me see.
That's
I guess he couldn't come to grips.
Why would you screw him anyway?
It's not a pretty picture, literally.
Why would you
It's not a pretty picture,
Why
literally.
would you screw him?
You get the camera on right there.
He wouldn't even be able to look at my panties.
Who's operating the camera?
It's all kinds of people who just secretly, it's just a secret camera.
It's a secret society
they all
camera
over the place.
situation.
For real?
Yeah. They dressed all. They look like furniture. You probably wouldn't even know if you saw.
I cannot.
You wouldn't be able to tell if you saw it, man. They just
I
everywhere.
was like, no, you made a reference to. All right, never mind.
Yeah,
This is my first
So
time.
her little life over.
yeah. But we gonna talk about.
So he got full blown AIDS or just HIV?
They just said he had AIDS. He gave him.
Oh, then it's the AIDS.
So what they gonna do to Usher?
In sports, we just
Let
talked
it
about.
burn. Let it burn, baby.
Yeah, he letting him burn somebody.
Let it burn.
Well, they was lying on him.
I talked about that once with the big girl trying to say, he.
I mean, it's kind of a similar situation, kind of. He's a serial herpes spreader, I guess.
Oh man,
That is terrible.
I mean,
That's
allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm just disgusted all the way around with this whole conversation now. I just talked about AIDS and herpes.
2017. What a great year.
That's why you got to stop doing it.
But in sports, LeBron has been pretty vocal. He's hoping that Cleveland Cavaliers can straighten themselves out. Cleveland Cavaliers have the 3 Eastern Conference championships and 1 NBA title to show for their last 3 seasons. They've also had an annual funk that the team falls into during the span too. And it seems the latest edition is on the Cavs. After last night's 102-88 loss to Boston, the Cavs are in a skid of sorts, having dropped 5 of their last 7 games. I can't read. Granted, this game was played without Isaiah Thomas, who is not yet permitted to play in any back-to-back games. And Cleveland's coming home off of a 127 to 110 win against Portland. ESPN points out that this loss, coupled with the Cavs' early season run of 18 wins in 19 games, getting further in the rearview mirror, has caught the attention of LeBron James. It's not just that they've looked so out of sorts against the teams that many think that we'll face in the Eastern Conference Finals and the NBA Finals. Until the Cavs start racking up some wins against the league's better teams, the hot streak they put together when they reeled off of 18 victories out of 19 games will look more and more hollow because it was mostly against weaker teams. LeBron says, I'm concerned about other teams getting better and better, but I'm more concerned about us getting better and better. That's the biggest thing. Washington, and obviously this team right here, which he's speaking about Miami and Boston, Miami is trying to get better and better. Toronto is playing exceptional basketball right now. The East is pretty damn good this year, and right now we're not so good. That's a true statement. Yeah, the Cavs do need to get better and better, but we also still need to keep our faith in our team and keep strong, in my eyes. What do you think, Mr. Matthews? I'm just going to make him talk.
If you notice, the Cavs always had a trend of losing those back-to-back games. When they play back-to-back nights, if you can check history, they tend to lose that second game. Excuse me. But like I said, the season don't start till after All-Star break. None of this matters. Right. I mean, you know, like you said, about to get Isaiah back. He came in, dropped 16, came out like, okay, yep. We good. As long as his hips is good. The hips don't lie.
The hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie. That should be the theme.
And I just see
the hips don't lie.
Hips don't lie.
But you know, they want to try to build some momentum going into the postseason, and I understand that. But I'm not worried until after the All-Star game. After the All-Star game, we gonna start running through teams.
They shot horribly last night.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
I
couldn't even watch the rest of the game.
They were building brick houses that the big bad wolf could blow down. All over the court.
Yeah.
All night. Nobody's jumpers was falling. Korver got hot there for a second.
He always get hot for a second.
But then they started really staying on him, and we had nobody else that was really hitting. I don't know what's wrong with J.R.
And we need a center. We got to get a center. So we need a center.
I don't know what's wrong with J.R. Smith. What's wrong with him?
I think he be high all the time.
Hold on. That's my cousin.
I think he be high.
That's your cousin?
Yeah.
He be high.
6 degrees of separation.
You can tell us the truth. He be high, don't he?
I don't be around him like that.
He be smoking that tweed.
See, that ain't right.
He do.
I don't know that man's business like that.
Well, I know it, and he be high.
Nah, I say he just need to get focused. Something must have him a little unfocused. He don't seem.
You mean like Tristan? How he's unfocused?
You know, I mean, he tried to get his.
And that's it for
do his little thing. He had a couple little step back moves.
Who, JR?
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you hot, sometimes you not. Because when he hot, he hot.
He hasn't been hot though.
He ain't been hot, but
not this whole season.
But once again, I don't care.
He is my cousin.
Has you going to the parade?
We can talk about that in a minute.
To the no.
We ain't finna talk about the Browns right now.
Why not?
We ain't finna talk about the Browns in this loser parade. We ain't finna do that. This is what we about to do. We about to take a pause for the cause, and when we come back, we're going to talk to our guests. We're going to talk to Haz Matthews. We're going to talk to Barbara Barrett, and we're going to possibly talk about the parade, but that's stupid. But this is the vibe on air. Damn it. Mr. Damn D.
Losers parade. That's crazy.
And Poison Ivy with this red ass hair.
You love my hair.
So red hair ass girl. I'm about to play this premiere for this video from Nia Marie and Nisha's salary when it comes. And then I'm gonna play play another music video by Donna Lee. That big jet. I got the video of her doing it live. So it's the vibe on air. Deeds and that other girl.
Poison Ivy Queen.
Yeah, whatever.
You all gotta see life through our own eyes, yeah. You all gotta see life.
They say when it rains it pours, we all gotta see life through our own eyes. We all fall, gotta crawl before we walk right. Everybody got a story to tell, and everybody that you know going through something, even when they tell you nothing. We all tryna make it, we all want better, we all want better, we all want better, better.
Ever since I was little, I had them big dreams. Imagining I had it all the way the finest things. I knew whatever I wanted, I was gonna go and get it. Even as an adolescent, I knew I was different, individual, gifted unconditionally. I am me, I don't pretend I be so T-R-U-N. I'm just a soldier trying to make it, being all I could be. Salute to all of my queens, I never give up when the struggle get real. Working 9 to 5, hustling up on the side, going back and forth to school, go live a better life. Eager with an appetite, head how she got her mind right, focus. Salute to y'all, all we got is us. And God I trust, I be craving for a different lust. Silly in my younger days, over years I polished up. I'm committed, I'm trying to teach them how to level up. Show these haters shit for the win and you not giving up. Long time coming.
Get the fuck off of me! Get off of me! Would you get off of me?
Change don't come, change don't.
They say when it rains it pours, we all gotta see life through our own eyes. We all fall, gotta crawl before we walk right. Everybody got a story to tell, and everybody that you know going through some things, even when they tell you nothing. We all trying to make it.
You told me that you wanted to take a ride around my brain on a big jet. Take it for a ride on a big jet plane. Gonna take you on a trip. You can ride the right waves. I'm a co-pilot. I'm the captain. Take a peek through my half crack was tinted shades. I'd like you like my face. Baby, I'm in my baby race. Inside I'm all over the place. Now you can't escape. You said you wanna taste. Curious about what makes me be. Away with the fairies. I should be my homie. Pray patience don't come up empty. I want paradise, pay bills and peace. Perspective stays my sanity. Take deep breaths for the clarity. Half the time thinking about your hands on me. Get the with a smile you can't escape. You told me that you wanted to take a ride around my brain on a big jet plane. I'ma take you on a trip, tucked in a cloud of a grip. Drunk with the taste of your lips, nose diving, you're smiling, you're taking a piss. My side to rewind so my mouth to be shit. The way it feels when your hands on my hips. The way I'm weak, I can't help but submit. Overdue is for you, come we're taking a trip. Tokyo, pass it right, taking flight. Take a ride around my mind. I'ma take you on a trip, tucked in a cloud of a rip. Drunk with the taste of your lips, the other side of my mind take a dip. I'ma take you on a trip, tucked in a cloud of a rip. Drunk with the taste of your lips. Let me take a sip of that. Big gulps when I'm trying to drown shit out. We smoke when I need to kick back. Relax with the backstrap. I want to live in your life, guide you around my mind map. Welcome to my world, lost love, trying to find a way back. Out of space, she's out of place. Her watch is always set to late. Dream through the night, dream through the day. Manifest reality. Blue skies, clear seas, ganja leaves, palm trees. Yeah, you and I, we palm trees. Yeah, crimson eyes and smoke rings. Yeah, pick your brain and scream your name. Perfect balance, harmony. Disrupt my chaos, bring me peace. Take a ride, just you and me. I can take you far away. A leap of faith, a sweet escape. Killer with a smile you can't escape.
Check 1, 2. It's the vibe on air. Mr. D's, Open Mic King, Poison Ivy. She fixing hands a drink real quick. We're putting her to a domestic capacity at this moment. But sometimes you gotta put them to work.
Oh Lord.
And
it's tough though. It's a tough job.
We back on the second part. Well, they ain't the second part, third part. We just heard music from Donna Lee, live from London, Big Jet. And we played that When It Comes from Naya Marie with Tanisha Salary. In the studio right now. Oh, by the way, if you if your lights are out, and I heard they power went out in Maple Heights and Cleveland area, you probably are not able to watch us because you don't have any power. So when you check this out tomorrow, sorry your lights went out. Start burning some stuff so you can save one.
I know, right?
But in the studio right now, we have the Songstress. How you looking on it? We have the Songstress, Miss Barbara Barrett, a radio personality and funny man and actor and whatever else he do. Has Matthews in the building.
Hey, Has.
What's up?
The fake audience love you. Fake audience love you. Now, we was talking to Has.
Tell him I love him back.
He said he'd love y'all back. We was just talking to Has a little bit about during sports, you know, because I just wanted to interject him. Hey, you know, I know he's a big sports fan, especially when it comes to the Browns.
Right.
Because, you know, I've seen some of the videos you posted up when we played the Seahawks. Or what was it? Who was that dude? You was like, he was leaving from the stadium or something like, and you was talking about the cheese head.
Yeah, it was Green Bay.
Yeah,
well, I'm a season ticket holder, so
yeah.
You know, I get into it. I go down. I have fun with the opposing team fans that happen to show up, but not in a belligerent way. You know, just in a fun way. I'm a fun adversary at games. I learned my lesson a long time ago.
Not to be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Trust me, it was a hard lesson.
It was one of them lessons.
One of them lessons you didn't expect to learn that night. Like, oh, they have jail cells in the stadium. I didn't know that. Okay. Ooh. Guess I'll be in here.
Wow.
Really?
Barbara,
yeah.
Barbara Barrett, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What's been going on with you?
Not much. Not much.
Not much. Nothing.
Just chilling.
Chilling.
So, you've been performing for
a long time.
A long time. Name some of the bands you perform with.
Well.
Or have performed with.
Well, you know, I perform a lot with my own, you know, band. Mm-hmm. But I think the one I perform with the most has been One World Tribe, and that's a world music reggae band out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Erie, luckily we don't do a whole lot in the winter because they got like 50 inches of snow in 2 days.
In Erie?
Yeah, last week.
Wow.
Yeah, I texted the band leader and I said, I heard y'all got like 3 feet of snow. And he said no.
We got a call coming in. I wonder who this is.
What?
I already know who this is.
Yeah, you know who that is.
You are on with the vibe. Who this is?
This is Johnny Boy.
Johnny Boy.
Happy New Year, Johnny
calling
Boy.
Again. What's going on, Johnny Boy? You don't miss a beat, do you, Johnny Boy?
don't.
You don't miss a beat.
He don't.
What's going on with it?
Johnny, were you watching?
I was saying, I was listening to this song. It said, "Ain't nobody worrying no more, no more, no more."
You was listening to a song and that's what they were saying?
Yep.
Johnny, were
And
you
had to sing it to us?
watching?
Are you watching the show, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm watching the show. I see Poison Ivy. She was born kissing.
Yeah, you ain't watching the show, man. You ain't watching the show.
He is. I was blowing kisses.
Yeah, you just go ahead and do what you want to do, man. I know what you want to do.
He was watching me.
Okay, I go.
Make it quick.
Okay, I go. I got you. I actually wrote this song. It's called "Broken in Pieces."
Okay.
Okay, here I go.
And we're all going to judge you after. Harshly.
Harshly.
Sing acapella. Here I go. Okay. It seemed like you gave all my love. I guess that you didn't care about my feelings. It was so hard to find true love. It was everything to me. You was my roses, I picked out the garden. You was my everything, but everything is messed up. It seemed like you gave up my love. I guess I wasn't the man you wanted. I really care about you. I really love you, girl. But I realize I can't live without your love.
All right.
That's what's
okay.
up, Johnny. I like that. So who broke your heart?
Huh?
Somebody broke your heart?
I wrote that.
I said, did somebody break your heart?
Oh no, I just was.
You in love?
You in love?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not in love.
Hey, Johnny Boy.
Yeah.
Johnny Boy, that was a nice song, man. But you know, we in the middle of an interview, so I'm gonna need for you to do me a favor.
Sit your dumb ass down.
And I'm gonna hit you back. You can hit us back a little later. Give us another song. How
Call
about
us back with another song, Johnny. We love you.
All right, thank you, Johnny Boy.
Johnny Boy.
Barbara, what did you think of that song?
I thought it was pretty nice. I don't know where them crickets came from though. Them crickets.
That's the crickets that were out here in the blizzard.
He's a douchebag. But you know
those wintertime
outside,
crickets.
so,
They strong.
You know what though? What you don't know about Johnny? Johnny can really dance. Like he's a phenomenal dancer. Like seriously. I seen him dance. I was like, wow, like, why do you sing? I mean, not that he sings bad. No, not that he sings bad, but he can, like, that boy can really dance. Like,
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, Barbara Barrett, we moving it along. So, what's next for you? I mean, I remember you when you used to come through for the open mic, and you would, always do something. And I've seen you, perform. I've seen some videos of you performing. What is going on with you now? I mean, what's new with you musically?
Musically, I started writing again.
Okay.
And I honestly would like to take it to another level.
Are you strictly just doing reggae music or?
No.
Okay.
No. Actually, classic jazz was what I sang the most of.
Right.
And well, when this was a while back, I was singing like 2 and 3 times a weekend. And then the jazz clubs started closing, the classic jazz. Let me be clear, because everybody now plays jazz, but I'm talking classic jazz. the club started closing, so then I had to learn some neo soul. I had to learn some smooth jazz. I had to learn some R&B. I had to learn some blues. I had to learn some of everything, or else don't sing, which I didn't want to not do.
Right.
So I'm writing again, and I really want out of here.
Out of what?
Out of Cleveland.
You want out of Cleveland?
I don't want to move, but I do want to travel with it.
I want to travel.
I want to travel with it.
Okay.
I got spoiled. I was on a long layover from West Africa back home in Paris.
Oh wow.
In 2016, and that kind of got me.
So now you want to be French?
Probably before to say I did remember some of my French enough to tell people that you're high and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
You told them that they're high?
No, as in hello.
Oh, okay. Oh, like high.
Yeah.
I thought you said you're high. You said I knew. You said I knew enough to tell them you're high.
No, tell them high. And
why you want to tell them they high?
I don't know what I'm doing with the French. I only know a little bit.
Comment allez-vous? Okay. I know what that means. I mean a little.
Little bit.
That's all I know.
So you don't have children?
I know what fries.
You do? You have kids?
I do.
Okay.
Now.
2 sons.
2 boys?
You got 2 sons?
2.
How old are they?
You don't want to know that. Don't ask me how old.
I know you. It was a trick question.
Don't ask me how old she is.
You can't ask a lady directly how old she is, but you can ask her how old is her kids.
Nah, that's a trick question.
See, that's polite.
Trick question.
Not has.
Yes.
How long? I mean, I know your story. You know, Cleveland to Maryland, back to Cleveland.
Oh, man.
You know, went to Marshall. I went to Marshall for a quarter.
A quarter.
Yeah, I went back.
You know my story. They might not. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
that's why I'm summarizing it real quick. I'm summarizing.
Go ahead, summarize it.
But now you know, of course, all the ladies know you. Hey, has Poison was screaming a while ago.
No, a lot of people think that I'm just from Maryland.
Oh yeah.
And they don't know that I grew up in Cleveland.
What part of Maryland?
Just north of Baltimore, Harford County.
Oh yeah.
They're Aberdeen,
My
Edgewood,
family
Maryland.
lives all down there.
Oh yeah. Really?
Near Wharton.
In Harford County, Maryland.
In Baltimore and Bowie and Glendale and.
So you going south when you go Bowie. That's Bowie. Baltimore, right? Bowie is between D.C. and Baltimore.
Okay.
And then I was on the north side.
Okay.
A little north, but I mean, I have family in Baltimore. Yeah. And but here in Cleveland as well. It's thick everywhere. I might be related to you, all y'all. You never know.
You ain't my damn cousin.
I got a lot of family. You never know.
Now you've been on the radio for how many years?
Ever.
I've been working with Radio 1. Well, I came in as an intern in 1999, and I started in Baltimore, and I was, I got on out there as a DJ. That's the one thing you didn't say I did.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting to that.
You was getting to that.
Yeah, I'm working my way around.
That should have been first, because that's the first thing I ever did. Yeah, that's the one thing that I always want people to know about me. That
you DJ stuff.
Was my
he mixes records together via turntable.
That's how I know you.
That's where it all started,
right?
And then everything else came after that, So I got on as a DJ in Baltimore and got in the production department and worked my way up through there. And I worked there for 7 years, and I came out here in 2008. And I've been here since 2008.
Let me just lay the resume down so I can make sure I don't miss nothing.
It's a lot.
DJ.
Yeah.
Used to rhyme.
I did.
Poet.
I do.
Poet.
I won't say used to.
Yeah, you still do.
It's still there.
You do poetry.
There.
Poetry, I've dabbled with a little bit, not really.
Yeah, of course, you're a radio personality. We know that. You're into comedy now.
Yeah.
And you're an actor.
Yes.
Now let's talk about something. I just watched this video on YouTube today. It's called Resolution.
Right.
And the part that got me the most, well, besides slapping the one girl.
See, now you just like, what? What? See, you just took it all the way wrong. You didn't even set it up right.
I'm not going to set it up right. I'm going to let you do all that.
Go ahead.
But you also took a bowl of wet noodles and aggressively threw it at the wall behind everybody. And your face when you did it was just.
Listen.
What was the face?
I don't even know. I
don't
know.
It was like this because he was. And I'm gonna put myself on camera. He was very calm like that. He was like, "This bowl with noodles."
Okay.
Yeah, it was
I'm gonna have to go on YouTube.
Well, it was okay. We shot this film, and I'm mad because I'm about to mess up the name. So shout out to Deuce and Angel.
Deuce from 107.9?
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to Deuce. That was my instructor at Ohio Media School.
Okay, yeah, Deuce. Yeah. And he got me involved with this film. We shot it a year ago.
I think it's called Resolutions, though.
It's called Resolutions, so it's about these people who have hired like a person to help them stick to their New Year's resolutions, and that person that they hire is me. So we have a select group of people, and they all have certain resolutions, and they come to me to help them stick to them. And I have a interesting way I go about helping them stick to their resolutions.
How is that?
He pops
I don't
up
want to tell the whole thing because it's a short film.
Well, give us a little bit.
It got some notable names in there though.
It's just like, okay,
yeah.
We have of course Deuce from 107.9 is he plays a role in there.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a guy whose resolution is he want to stop, sleeping around.
Right.
So that's his.
He don't want to be a hoe.
He don't want to be a hoe no more.
He don't want to be a hoe.
It was actually he don't want to get girl pregnant no more.
But, right. Well, something like that.
You had King
having
Tip.
unprotected sex.
Yeah, King Tip was in that movie.
Shout out to King Tip. I love him.
And I think Mookie Montoya.
Yeah.
Mookie it's not Montoya.
And wait a minute, because see, I'm messing up because I don't got all the names listed.
I don't have them all here. I just recognize the ones I know.
Man, they gonna be mad.
I just said his name wrong on here.
Shout out to Mookie too. I ain't seen him in a minute.
But I mean, and you said this was made a year ago.
Yes. And
the thing is, it was almost right on time because it was at the end of 2017 when the movie was starting to end, right?
Well, they just,
or did they just
some
update
things that held up the production of it.
Okay.
And so they weren't able to drop it in time last year for New Year's Eve because it is a movie about New Year's resolutions. So once it got too far past that, it was like it didn't make sense to drop it. So it just, sat on it. And now it's out for people to see. You can go. I think I shared it on my Facebook. I'm at HeyHaz, HEYHAZ. You can search it and find, or at Deuce on Air.
Who says that has? Who says, hey, has? Who is that?
Well, that's a lot of different, my drops are a lot of different people over time. Mm-hmm. But it came from the way women naturally spoke to me. I didn't do anything.
Like when you came in, I was like, hey, has!
Yeah, but I mean, before it was a thing, it was just the way they would naturally speak to me. And it was like when I was in Baltimore, one day I had an intern and I had her doing some radio drops for me, and she did that. The first one, her name is Winter Towns, a young lady from Baltimore. She was the first person to record the exaggerated version of Hey Has. Because if I'm down the street and my name's Has, and I say hi to you, I'll be like, what's up, Poison? You just be like, hey Has, and natural, that's just a natural way you would say it. So she just exaggerated it. And then over time, because I was I was the production director, I used to have celebrities would come through, and it was my job to get them to record the drops for the radio station,
right,
for all the DJs, and I would be on the list. So if it was a female, I would get them to do the Hey Has right before they'd give me their drop, and I would save, so I started having like famous people saying it on the radio, and it got really catchy. So a lot of times when you hear me hitting them Hey Has drops, it's just a cut-off version of one of those celebrities. So it's like I had a bunch of them. I had Janet say it one day. So I was.
That's dope.
You ever have any dudes say it?
I was just about to ask that. Like, please say no.
Dudes say it to be funny.
Like, hey Has.
They always be joking, but when they do say Hey Has and not trying to, then they catch themselves now because they don't want to say, damn it.
Yeah, I don't never say Hey Has to you. I just say Has.
Hey, listen.
You say hey.
It's not meant to be provocative.
Right.
It's not meant to insinuate anything. It's just people speaking to me. Hey, Has. And that's it.
So, Has, you used to have dreads. So, why'd you cut them? It don't look like you're going bald.
Good God. I mean, I grew locks twice in my life, 7 years apiece. And I grew them out in Baltimore, and I grew them out here. And I wish I would have kept the ones I had from Baltimore once I moved out here.
That's when I say 7 years. That's it.
Well, combined it was 14. because I let him.
Like 19.
Right.
You better tell him, Barb. Tell him about them.
Well,
tell
he
him about
had 2 different sessions.
Tell him about them locks.
He had 2 different sessions,
yeah,
though.
he did.
Right. So I went, I went 7, chopped them, went a year without, and then grew them back for another 7. So,
See,
I should have just kept them.
I know dudes who got dreads, they not going to let their dreads go because it's pretty much their identity.
That's
It'd
that's
be hard
the
for some
second
people to let
thing.
their dreads
Yeah, that's
go.
the second thing I was gonna say because people feel strongly about their dreads, like.
Cause when I went to West Africa in 2016, I had some work done, and normally they shave your head. Now I already had my head shaved twice.
Wow.
But this is last year. I was like, can I get a pass this time because. No, they gave me a pass, but you should have seen how to do butchered up my hair. He had parts of it up here and parts of it down here. A bit. So when I went to the marketplace over there afterward, the women were talking about me and pointing my hair, and I was just like, you know what?
I want to dread up, but I don't think my wig's gonna fit on top of the dread.
Why would you be wearing wigs if you
gonna get dreads?
I wore
because
a wig
that's who I am.
on top of my
You don't
dreads.
gotta, I'm just asking.
When I want to
because
change
most of the time when people go
that's what I
locks, they don't have.
Like
you
under
don't see
here?
people that have locks wearing wigs.
Under here,
Yeah,
I would.
it depends.
Under here, my hair is natural.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
because I work for also this modeling agency, so if they want a certain look, they don't want locks. I put the wig on. But with this, it's like really.
You gotta tight wrap it up. Yeah, because I be feeling some kind of way, different ways. So my hair expresses how I
How
feel.
long down is your hair now?
About here.
Down the middle of your back.
Yeah. For me, I don't know. In Baltimore, it was just like everybody had them out there. Like, like the culture was way more out there. So many more people knew how to take care of them, and so many more people had them. It was nothing for me to be somewhere and 5 people come in a place and 3 or 4 of them in that group have locks just like mine. So it didn't really. I didn't feel like it was like I was an individual, and I didn't want people to just be like, oh, it's because of your hair. I mean, I like my hair, but I'm way more talented than my hair is.
To put a wig on, I'm gonna put the wig on.
Right.
Because it's like I said, some people. I mean, there's a lot of talented people out here, but that's. I'm not saying it's their identity, but it is because people know, man. Hey, that's that dude with the dreads. That's that dude with the dreads.
People still ask me about that. Mine been gone for like almost 3 years now. Yeah. And I'm like.
And of course, the first thing they ask you growing your hair at the back?
Well, this time I think it's because I'm getting older and I ain't want to be that dude. I'm like Bill Belichick. I'm gonna cut them before it's time when they still got a little life in them left. I ain't gonna be the dude. When I take my hat off,
oh, and you only got dreads in the back
dreads,
and the top.
The dreads are still in the hat.
You got a dread toupee. You got a dread toupee.
Right.
I don't want to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to hold on to some long hair.
Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm gonna mention John Bruton. John Bruton had dreads, but he had a receding dread line.
You are trying to be funny.
I am. We used to tell John Bruton he needed to go to Dread Club for men.
I'm not talking about John Bruton.
Nah, John Bruton cool. That's my dude.
I didn't say it, John.
I'm not going to no shows that he had though ever.
John, he said it.
John, he ain't worried about John. I ain't worried about that. But yeah, he did have a receding hairline with his dress. That's why he cut it off.
Somebody worse than John Bruton. At J. Roy's. I know J. Roy's ain't around no more, but somebody was shooting pool, man.
I probably know.
He looked just like the Predator, man.
All
that was gone. Like, he didn't even have a Stevie because he just had the little cup gone in the middle. Like, this was all
terrible.
Gone.
When that happened, you just need to cut it all off. That's weird.
Yeah,
Some people don't want to let it go.
But see, the problem with my hair is, I don't know, it won't do nothing else. It's going to lock regardless. Yeah. This is super... Yeah,
you a real black.
Ready?
Like I got a nappy twist in my hair, and this is probably the most I'm gonna do because I
cut it down. I tried to cut it down and brush it. It was like
what they call them in Miami or like Florida, fingers or don't. I don't like those. The thick the thick ones, or when they be like
that's
sticking
that
up on their head. I
Rastafari
don't
style.
Like
you don't really get
I
a
like
maintenance.
them when they neat and you
don't get them maintained. You just let them grow together.
I don't like that.
And they stank.
I was just about to say they gotta stink.
How do you know?
Look at that ball.
You can still wash that.
Man, it's probably stuff growing inside of there.
Not if you washing it.
No.
Wash your hair. You can still wash it.
No.
Nah, I ain't gonna say
it's all washable.
Yeah, you could. You just wash your hair.
I don't like it.
Look now, that's their culture. I'll let them do that.
Would you do that? Would you finger it out? That's what they call them. No, I'm not trying to be nasty. They call them. Look, I was dating a guy from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he said that they call them. Listen, he said they call them fingers when they be having like one nappy one here, one nappy one there, and a nappy one there. He called them fingers. They said they call them fingers.
That's fine. All right, let them do it.
I don't want to do that. Would you date a girl with her head?
You stuck on this finger thing.
I'm not.
Would you date a girl with fingers?
I'm married. I'm
Poison.
Dating no girls.
Do you want to be fingered?
No, I don't.
Wait.
I told you I don't do nothing with my vag.
I'm talking about your hair. I was talking about your hair.
I thought we was going to talk about Barbara. I thought Barbara was going to sing us a song.
Stay out of that.
Oh, Barbara, let me hear you now.
And no,
if you sing, I'll rap.
I was saying like if you weren't married. Now I know you're married. I see your ring. I know you're married. I wasn't saying like that.
Let's do this.
Wifey, don't come up here and do nothing to me because I ain't no problem.
Let's do this. Let's do this because Haz just made a good suggestion. Because Haz is a rapper. He's been known to have rapped on top of DJ. And Barbara is a singer. She's known to have kicked a note out her throat here and there. So
y'all want me to kick it off?
I won't. No, please don't.
No, let me do it. I'm gonna
kick the note out her.
Oh no.
Y'all ready for this? I need everybody to calm down. Don't get excited. Okay, here it comes.
Please don't do this.
Do not do nothing weird.
I'm not.
Move your hand.
My hand.
Put your hands in your pocket.
No.
Don't put no crickets on me.
No, I'm not.
Y'all ready? I'm gonna start this off for y'all.
Let's go.
These don't play with me.
I ain't doing that.
Shout out to Morris Day. Don't wait for the...
Chris came out early, Sam.
You know what? I quit. You real. I quit.
About that parade.
I quit. You bro.
About
That's
that
all right.
parade.
That's all right. I'm going to sing for y'all later.
So, yeah.
He's a hater.
But we going to come back to y'all singing and rap it a little bit. But about the parade, since we're talking about the parade, do you even pay attention to football, Barbara?
A little bit.
A little bit. So you know that the Browns lost every game.
0-16.
And they want to have a perfect season parade because they have a perfect losing season.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you know what? I learned football in 5th grade. My father taught me a game of football.
Okay.
And, some of this is just messy football. But those fans would be out there to tailgate parties on the Shoreway every single home game. They would be out there loyal.
It's mostly too because you can get really drunk.
Right. Probably. It was just party.
Yeah, tailgating's fun.
Tailgating's real fun.
Right.
Very fun.
So I guess, parade is just party.
But
you
here's my thing.
Celebrate losing.
Yeah, you celebrating mediocrity. I can't go with that.
I'm not going down there.
You going down there?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not going.
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta look it back up.
I don't even care to spread
It's stupid though.
We shouldn't start that.
Supposedly it's gonna happen.
I'm a diehard Browns fan.
I used to,
but I will not go to that because it's just petty.
That is kind of petty.
It's petty.
We don't want to start that. We don't want to start that trend celebrating losing. You lose, you lost.
Well, they're not celebrating losing. This is what's going on, and I'll say this because I am probably more of a diehard fan than all of y'all.
You got to be because you got the gloves, the hoodie. Yeah, is your socks Browns too?
I wouldn't say that, but go ahead.
Because, like I said, I grew up in this city, and I'm 47 years old.
You older than this fool?
So I've been around longer than the average Browns fan. So here's what happens. I had the benefit of living in another area and viewing it from the outside looking in. People who didn't get to leave and had to be here to go through the misery the entire time. See, you got to imagine, I'm over here just rocking out for Cleveland. It's not about who's the coach, the organization. I ain't listening to fan stations. I ain't getting all this vitriol that you hear on the radio or from fans or whatever. I'm just supporting them because I'm I'm the only one.
Right.
Over there, they know me as the Browns fan.
Even though you were still in the city where they had the Browns too.
I was there when the Browns moved there and became the Ravens. And that's where I went to jail at a stadium.
Why you? Because you was acting like a douchebag.
I was rooting against the Ravens. Got a little drunk by fourth quarter. I was a little belligerent. Ended up in a situation. So all I'm saying is, all I ever did was defend the team, ride for the team. Really, it was for the city. Cleveland that's me. So you wasn't about to disrespect them. So when I moved back here, and I got back around the fans, I'm like, oh, are we allowed to curse on this?
No.
Okay. They are a-holes.
Yeah.
Assholes.
You can say ass.
Real, and especially like the younger generation ones, the ones that are like the 30-somethings, because in their lifetime, they can't go back as far as I have. And, you know, like when I was a teenager, 16, 17, the Browns were going to AFC championship games.
Right.
So
cardiac kids and all that.
The team was good before they left. And now they come back and they're terrible as an expansion team. And I understand that because usually in the history of the NFL, most of the time expansion teams were bad.
Was terrible.
For a long time. And that's what the Browns were. They keep trying to connect the dots between them and the team that left. That is over with. They should have just changed the name.
Yeah, it should have been a new team.
They had Baltimore Browns t-shirts in the stores before they fought to keep the name here. And they had to throw all that stuff away.
Really?
Wow.
I wish I would have bought one of those.
Are we cursed? Like, why they can't win? I don't understand.
Well, they can't win because they've gotten into a sickness that's repeating the same type of behavior over and over again with the way they've been running the organization. The organization was run for a long time by a dude who didn't care. Once his pops died, he didn't care about the organization. He was listening to the fans. And the fans' idea of how the team should be fixed is wrong because they think you can just pop the team into the microwave, push the Super Bowl button, and they come out. It's going to take somebody's process to get it together, but they're never willing to see that through. They don't want to turn the corner because they don't ever want to drive all the way up to the corner to make the turn. When the street look bad, we don't want to keep going down the street. They want to take a detour now because that don't look like it's going towards somewhere we trying to go.
It's a lot of bad decisions being made from a lot of different people too, and they do have the people in their ear telling them this and telling them that, and they hear what the fans are saying, but not all the fans know what the hell they talking about either.
But if you're listening to none of the fans know what they're talking about. None of them do. They are storming Berea right now because they didn't fire Hugh Jackson. After 2 years, you want a coach fired every 2 years, and it's like now they're going through coach firing withdrawal. You didn't fire the coach? Oh my God. Why is he not firing the coach?
Change the situation.
It's not. But see, that's their thing. It's like that must be the solution.
They need to do something.
But if you really look at that's been what you've been asking them to do over and over and over and over and over again since their existence. Fire this coach, fire that coach, get rid of this quarterback, get rid of that quarterback. Nobody wants to develop a quarterback.
And all you're doing is creating all these different programs that they trying to work on. When they not working, we not even used to one program, and now you bringing somebody else in trying to recreate a new program, and it's just causing more chaos.
But it's a hard conversation.
Are the players all real young, like new?
They're the youngest team in the NFL.
Yeah, the youngest team.
Because I was watching one of them, and I was trying to figure out, don't you all know that you can't jump offside? You're going to get a penalty. I mean, it's like, do you know that?
That's so
well, that's
football.
That's somebody being anxious to try and rush the play.
Well, yeah, but
that's adrenaline.
It is. So I'm just saying. No, the thing about this is like, who predicted the Browns to be good this year? If you talk to anybody before the season, they predicted the Browns to win like 3 games, which is horrible.
Yeah.
So when you predict misery and then you get it. Now you mad.
My thing is
now
that
the coach got to be fired.
Everybody was happy to get Josh Gordon back.
I don't know.
At the end of the season,
you didn't expect him to be good, so now you're mad. You shouldn't be mad. You should let this coach continue to develop this team. Now they want to get rid of the quarterback.
How much damn?
Yeah, they keep blaming Kaiser for everything too, and yeah, he's a new quarterback. He's a young quarterback, but he still needs to cultivate his skill.
What did you think he was going to do?
They thought he was supposed to come in here and be a star.
No, you know what? You're comparing him to Carson Wentz. He ain't that. He's not a 4-year senior coming out of college who won national titles at his school.
Right.
He's a junior who probably should have gone back to school for 1 year, but no, he skipped that year and got a year of experience in the NFL. So can I see if that helped him next year? No. Get rid of him and draft somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, then I guarantee you it's not anyone in the draft right now that you could bring to this team that should be able to outplay Deshaun Kaiser. He got a year experience now.
Wow.
These dudes can't beat him out. You just want to start over again. Whoop. It's like this. It's like you keep going forward and you keep getting knocked back. Let me just keep resetting and going back through the same process. Do you sit and
watch the whole losing game though, or do you just be like, and turn the channel? Like,
I watch it.
You have to enjoy football. You watch football. You enjoy football. You gonna watch.
My thing is this.
I cannot.
I have children. I don't know if any of y'all have children. Like, you have 2 children. I have 4 children.
I got 1.
I have 4. 2 older ones and 2 younger ones. When they went to school, I rooted for their high school. Wherever they went. When they grew up Park and Rec, my oldest son played when he was 5. He was quarterbacking for almost his whole entire up until high school. He stopped playing in 11th grade. Wherever he played, that's the team I rooted for.
Right.
I'm from Cleveland. That's the team I root for. Whether they win or lose, I can't control it. So I've taken the emotion out of it because that's the problem with them. They got too much emotion. And like, if the Browns lose on Sunday, I got to go to work on Monday.
Right.
If the Browns win the Super Bowl on Sunday, I got to go to work on Monday.
And I ain't going
You are investing too much of your heart and emotion into a team that you're just supposed to be supporting because they represent your city. And all this vitriol and getting all in people's heads. We've had decent quarterbacks here. They ran them all out of town because it wasn't the name that they wanted. They have a sickness in this town over this team that they need therapy for, like help. They need psychiatric help. The whole fan base.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Pretty strong, Browns.
We about to take a quick pause for the calls real quick. We'll be right back in a little bit. We're gonna talk more with Mr. Matthews, Mrs. Barrett.
Yeah, let's talk about something lighter.
We definitely are, because
I'm getting emotional.
I'm not feeling this because one, she talked too much crap.
She ain't say nothing.
I know, because you was talking.
Because I made sense.
It's kind of strong.
I'm not coming from.
But you did make
sense.
sense.
It's kind of strong in here today. I'm gonna keep my peace.
But I'm just making sense.
She's scared now. But when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit more. We might even play a little game.
Yeah.
It's the vibe on here. Mr. D's Open Mike King, Poison Ivy the Queen. We got Haz and Barbara Barrett in the building. But let's look at this. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, there.
What up? It's your girl Kelly, aka Richmond Custom Creator, the designer for the celebrity, here at Live on Air.
Yo, you'll be the quarterback, but it's all black, cause yeah, you know about that. Yo, you'll be the quarterback, but it's all black, cause yeah, you know about that. Kush. Placed on the scene, whip it so clean, diamonds like cream, dripping no leaks, black cause the team, they hate the team, but it don't matter cause we still win the league. Zam, 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 black cause the team, they hate the team, but it don't matter cause we still win the league.
About to spaz on this with my cash. Chains, the deuces come fast. Guns be bustin', they running no dash. Think I'm Gerald the way that I splash. Shit, my song gone, then your girl is gon' dance. You a good thing, we coming in last. Get off task and get left in the past. Bull, I'm secure in the bag. Black Kush, if you goofies didn't know. When I know that y'all see us, no need for a telescope. And it's ice in my mouth, it is fresher than some scope. And if I tell your girl to come, she gon' say that she gotta go. Whoa.
Placed on the scene, whip it so clean, diamonds like cream, dripping no leaks, black cause the team, they hate the
I just pull up, yeah, pull up like Zan. Yeah, the boy too fresh. White diamonds, white Zans. And I'm rocking white Vans. And I sagging tight pants. And the think I'm fly, I walk in, they like Zan. Hold up, I just count up all the cash. Ran off on the plug fast. I ran up on you like the Flash. Count the racks, aim the gas. I had to throw the body back. I had to show the money back. Where your money at? Load the chopper, boom, bam.
Blessed on the scene, whip it so clean, diamonds like cream, dripping no leaks, black cause the team, they hate the team, but it don't matter cause we still win the league. Black Kush, zam, 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 black Kush the team, they hate the team, but it don't matter cause we still win the league.
Yo, all you hateful, hypocrite leeches try and hang with us. Make sure you know we dangerous. We're much more than street smart. We'll expose who we hide. So it goes.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get told, you know they won't leave you alone.
I'm bad to the bone. I hold my own tightly, righty up on the chrome. Not gat, but battle axe, followed by boomerangs thrown with technical precision, hitting right beneath the dome. I just let them go, they decapitate and come home. Beef up security, higher, more firepower, yo. When I get you as if you stood all alone. Cause Mr. Hunt, seek and find and kill, murdering, long range from top of the hill. When the blowgun spits, poison tips rain down. Off-duty samurais move with wildlife sounds.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get told, you know they won't leave you alone.
We murderiferous like mama knows. Firstborn child, get wild and get ground to food for coyotes somewhere in Arizona. My queen, mean Colombian devil's breath. Scopolamine dreams make you lean into death. Go try to breathe out, begin to squeeze. Even try to drop your cold, walk away, drop and spray some cover fire.
We burn, bad mind, backbiting, hypocrite parasites. Thunder rolling from out the sky, but not until the lightning strikes. These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Never tell a lie.
These walls get told, you know they won't leave you alone.
Prepare to be terrorized and shown while your paid muscle lay crumpled, entire face blown off. I'm the boss and I change your chromosomes from a little girl trapped in a grown man's body. Take off that dress, let's end this little tea party. I know you feeling scared cause it ain't fair how with 6 million ways to die, you chose now.
Mind what you a do, watch what you a say. Read every caution sign along the way. Remind yourself each and every day. Remember me tell you, me say that you'll be one.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Stories of the warriors inside.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
What is dark must come into light.
These walls get told, you know they never tell a lie.
Brute force done a bad mind.
These walls
It's the vibe on there. Mr. D's, the Open Mic King, Poison Ivy in the building. Make sure you go to the page right on the screen and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I will come find you. I know where you live. I got your brother out of jail yesterday. We in here talking to Haz Matthews. We talking to Barbara Barrett. And it was getting heated in a minute because, you know, Haz is a passionate person when he talk. I can see that.
I'm sorry.
And it's all good. That's what I like. I like passion and fire.
Don't talk about the Browns.
We're going to leave the Browns out of it.
Yeah, please.
But you're doing comedy now. I know, you got a couple things going on. You're doing the Dish Network. You got the TV show on.
Wait. Go backtrack, please. Because people get this confused all the time. Like you just did.
How did I get it?
You said Dish Network.
Well, I mean the Dish Nation.
That's
sorry.
a completely different thing.
They not associated with the same thing?
No.
No. It's just two different things?
No.
Okay. So
let me explain the difference for the people.
one is the satellite company, and then the other dish is like Gossip Dish.
Well, one is a television show.
Right.
That comes on the CW network.
Which you can find on
Friday. Monday through Friday. You can find it on Dish. You can find it on AT&T Uverse, Time Warner, whatever, whoever cable or whatever, DirecTV.
It's come on channel 55. So if you ain't,
you just have to check your local listings to see where your CW channel is.
Yeah,
you know the CW channel?
Channel 55.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the channel it come on.
Right.
12:30 at night, Monday through Friday. And
now,
I'm on there.
How did you get into that? How did that happen to you?
Man,
who did this to you?
It took me like a year and a half to figure that out because I got a random email from the producers of Dish Nation, which is they're located in Los Angeles, California. So they started like Dish Nation. Obviously, is a nationally syndicated show that features Ricky Smiley.
Portia.
Head Crack. Ricky Smiley's whole morning team.
And it's like a couple other radio shows.
And a couple of other morning teams. One from LA. You got the Kid Craddock show and there's a LA show and a Dallas.
Right.
So they bounce back and forth between these three shows talking about celebrity gossip news or whatever. So they started a local initiative where they have like a local DJ do a minute spot. They have a slot within their half an hour show that's a minute long.
Okay.
For these, depending on what market you in. So they came to Cleveland. They reached out to me, and they was like, somebody threw in my name, and I'm like, I don't know who.
Because I swore I thought you was doing the nationwide. I was about to ask you how that nationwide money looking. So then I see if I can give you some of that. That's
well, actually, I am nationwide on Tuesday. Tuesday is my national day.
Okay.
They let what I'm saying, because I've been. It's almost 4 years now that I've been doing that.
Okay.
And they, but after a year and some change, they started featuring me nationally on Tuesdays. Actually, I'll be national tomorrow. They want me to do the national segment tomorrow.
Okay.
So they've been really liking my material. It's been helping me develop because I write jokes about celebrity news and, try to make it funny, try to tie it to Cleveland as much as possible. Right. You know what I'm saying? And, we on TV. Let's do it.
Now, I saw you, I happened to bump into you one day down at the Improv. And, you were saying, I'm about to go up here and open the show up. I'm like, what? And, you was like, yeah, I'm doing comedy now. I was like, okay. And you went up there, and you actually killed, for real. You killed, and it was funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was. And, now you do comedy. And
now I can't go to the Improv.
But you do a comedy. They don't even, but you don't go by Haz Matthews.
Political reasons.
Oh, wow.
I'm not even in good graces with the people that run the Improv. Should I have said that?
Yes, you should.
It don't matter.
No, we good. We cool.
But
they got a good relationship with the company I work for.
Right.
I like the way you said that.
It's the way his face changed when he said it. That's the part. But what name do you go by now when you do comedy?
Part of that new me that likes to tell people what I feel. Anyway, go ahead.
What name do you go by when you do comedy now? Because you don't go by Haz Matthews when
do.
They had you as a different.
That was the general manager who I was cool with.
Okay.
Who decided to move to Jersey to be with his wife, which is cool. He ran it for a long time, and he was working with me. He took me through
I gotta say something. He wouldn't even try to really throw a shot, but the way he said that, how he went to Jersey to move his wife, it almost sounded like he was shooting at throwing shots, but it wasn't even a shot.
Throwing shots at who?
And when you said he moved to Jersey to be with his wife, it just sounded like it was almost a shot.
No, it was just his story.
Okay.
And I was cool with him, but his life journey took him to Jersey. Now he's no longer the general manager. A person who I was working with, helping me develop as a comedian. He had me come do a workshop. We were discussing, me hosting nights at the Improv and stuff like that. And I got to know a lot of comedians. The reason why I wanted to do comedy, I've always been silly, but I've always been put in positions working in radio that I had to be out on stage, sometimes stalling.
Right.
Wait to introduce the next act. So it's like, if I had some material, I could just go into it. You know what I mean?
Women be shopping, baby.
Women be shopping.
My material is raw.
Yeah, I think I'm funny, but I don't know if I can shut the hell up. I don't know if I could be like a comedian.
Yeah, comedy's a beast. Because I tell you, the time that you probably saw me, that was probably one of my most nervous nights ever. Mm-hmm. Because he did want me to not go under my name, Has. So he felt like if you go out there as Has, this is him coaching me. He felt like people were going to take it easy on me because of my name. They're like, oh, Has trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I wouldn't have got the real raw reaction to my jokes as Has Matthews would get because... it was a different following.
Right.
And, I get that. He was trying to give me that hard lesson. He was like, sometimes just like me in radio, like there's people getting on right now that they never even took a class. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And some people are old school and they want you to have to pay dues. And sometimes you're just talented enough, not saying that I am in comedy, because that's some work. And I respect it the most. But I'm saying sometimes people are talented enough to skip past certain levels of the due pay, I guess, to say it like that. I don't know. There's a lot of dues that a lot of people pay that they feel like other people. And then it's politics and everything, man. So
yeah, definitely.
Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm telling jokes over here.
One of the things is, I've hosted shows and things of that nature, and everybody say, call me a comedian. I've never written a joke in my life. I'm just funny when I say stuff. I say some crazy stuff. But like I was talking to B Titty, Brian Tidwell. That's his name.
I thought we couldn't curse.
His name is B Titty. Tiddy. His name is Brian Tidwell. B Titty.
I knew some Tidwells back in the day.
Yeah, and
he from the West Side.
No, he went to Glenville.
Okay.
But he was telling me like, man, you should try to do this. You should come down here and host one of the shows at the Improv. I'm like, I ain't got no jokes. What you want me to do? Just start picking out people in the audience and start talking about them? Because that's all I would do. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I used to do.
Hey, some comedians made quite a living off of cracking on people in the audience.
I'm hurtful.
It's a fine line.
Remember me a King of Queens.
It's a fine line. Like, I really would love to be honest, of all the things I've done in my life, and I've had a lot of jobs. Before I even got into the radio, like I did all the jobs. All of them. McDonald's, Burger King. I worked on assembly lines. I was in factories. I delivered pizzas. I did everything.
Paying dues yourself.
I did all of that, man. I was a certified forklift operator.
Oh, wow.
But, it's one thing I did take from all of them job experiences. One thing I did get from all of them job experiences. Fired.
Wait a minute, I got a sound effect for that.
So
I got a sound effect.
Once I started getting the radio, but don't bump. No, I mean seriously, but I always been a DJ all the way throughout. And when I got fired from the last job and I had kids, it was just like I got to do something else. So I went to school and tried to cultivate my DJing into whatever I could, and it's been working out so far. So.
It's hard to be an artist and work a job like that. It's not for us.
Yeah.
That is not for us, man. We are so like out the box, like working a 9 to 5 or any part time. I can't do it.
But nursing keeps me sane.
Yeah.
But you gotta be dedicated. That's a dedicated job.
Well,
you're not just nursing. You had to put in work to be a nurse.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yes,
So you gotta respect that. So
to be a nurse, you have to be a nurse.
You know, when I was going to school, I was like, forget this.
You do.
This is too much. Like English
When I
101.
started,
What?
I went to school for music, and then I didn't want to teach it. So then I went to nursing school. So then, I decided, okay, I'm gonna start singing. So it's kind of sandwiched in there, and now I'm kind of tired of it.
So
Florence Nightingale.
How? Let's get a span of like how long you've been doing music. Because do you play instruments too, or do you just sing?
Let's just
Most
say
singers
I
play
know
instruments.
how to play it, but because I don't play it often, I'm not proficient.
Okay.
But I know how to.
But how long have you been doing music? How long have you been musically inclined?
Since I was like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So here's what we want to do. We want to hear you sing. We would like to treat the audience to your voice. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one, the only, Barbara Barrett.
I'm gonna do something. You know what? I brought my CD too, so you can.
Good.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Okay, good, because I need to download it so we can play it on here.
Right. But I'm just gonna. I'll sing like a couple of lines of this. Okay, so my CD that I released in 2012 or 2013, whenever it was, that was Divorce Therapy. But that's not.
Is that the name of it?
No.
That's a dope. That's a dope title.
That kind of would have been. It's dawning. It was like a new day was dawning.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna. I just sing.
Sunny and bright.
Right. I know. Right. So next time I'll be a little wiser. Next time I'll be a little stronger. Next time I'll be a little clearer. Next time will be so much better. Next time. Then it goes on to the rest of the song.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Man, that sounds
That's just
smooth,
a beat.
That's awesome.
The intro.
Now, you a very little person, Barbara. You know that, right? You like what we call short.
Yeah,
I
am short.
And
how tall are you? Can you ask that?
5'2".
You 5'2". Yeah, she
she
comes exactly right about here.
Go ahead.
But I saw you on your workout game back in the day.
I know people shorter, so.
Oh yeah, the workout game.
You was working out for a while hard.
I still work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when you work out, does that help you affect your singing too?
Yes, that's why I work out.
You work out to get the
core
sing.
strength.
Well,
you got to have
maybe
core
I need
strength.
to
Because you got a strong voice out of that little bitty body.
You got to have core strength.
Yeah.
Yep. And cardio. You got to be able to breathe.
Yeah.
So Barbara, I used to be able to sing like really
No, she
good.
couldn't.
Yeah, I swear to God on my mama.
She's lying.
I used to be able to sing really, really good. Like, and they
So what
say,
happened?
I don't know. I want to say it's the drinking and the smoking, but people say that no, it's you because I don't. What did they say? Flex my.
You know what they say?
What is it? Flex?
Your diaphragm.
Yeah, somebody told me some real good advice about why I can't. I mean, I'm telling you, Barbara, I used to really could sing, and I cannot. It's like
You can't sing.
when I go to sing, it's like I get tired. Like my throat gets tired. When I used to be able to hold a whole ass note, like with no problem. Shut up, dude.
Well, certainly not everybody, because I know singers that don't. Every singer doesn't exercise or work out.
So what? And then some days I can sing. Some days.
You know what though? If you're not careful and you have to push from your throat, you eventually run the risk of shooting your vocal cords.
I might have shot.
It'd be gone.
So what about shut up, D? So what about the days that I can't sing though? Like I be in the kitchen, I be cooking, and I be like, oh girl.
Well, you know
It's
what?
not good enough.
Okay, guys. Okay, y'all just forget. Y'all don't. Does it? So sometimes we are carrying more water than water with all that because this is right.
Shut up.
Your instrument is your vocal cords. It's not like a drum set or something. I mean, that's you. Whatever's going on in your body on any given day, that's gonna affect your.
Because when I rap, like I have so much control over my breathing. When I'm rapping, you didn't know that?
Did not.
I will kick you in the face, ass. No, but when I'm on stage, like adrenaline and all, my voice is amazing. The way that I deliver is amazing. But I just wish that I could sing again. Like I used to be really good.
Barbara, I want to do this.
You have to start doing it again, because if you stopped for too long, you'll kind of lose it, because your vocal cords is your instrument.
It's still in
Let's do some vocal exercises. You do something, I'll do it after.
You gotta exercise your vocal cords.
I need to. Okay, here's one I did. Okay, well, y'all, you get ready to do that. Okay, you get ready to do that.
Let's do this.
Do the exercise. I did this one with the kids that I did at the Rock Hall last week. We did
vocal exercises though. You gotta get it right.
Roots of America, youth shout out or youth sing out. We did this. So this is an exercise we did. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. A B C D E F G H I J.
I can't.
Hold the keys. You gotta hold the key. You gotta hold the note.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
No, you gotta stay in the same note all the way through the entire alphabet and then go up.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
I heard that right away. I'm musically inclined. You don't know.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and G.
A B C D E F G.
I had to know.
That's hard to do.
Was my note flat or was it
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z?
That's crazy. My note was right, but I couldn't remember the A B C.
H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. And you gotta move your mouth.
Yeah, you gotta.
A B C D.
You have to articulate.
You have to have singer face. You have to have singer face.
You gotta articulate.
I did it.
Yeah.
So if I do that every day, I'm
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P H
A B C D E F G H I J K, and you keep going.
And I was cold, Barbara.
I can do the alphabet backwards when I'm rapping, but I can't sing it.
Well, let's
forwards.
Matter of fact,
I want to hear that backwards.
We finna have Haz rap right now because I got a beat for Haz. I got a beat for you right now, Haz. You ready?
Only you knew.
Man,
no, do not play that beat.
School.
See how beautiful.
I'm gonna give Haz a current beat.
Yeah. Oh, that just made
you gotta
me
slow.
tingle,
You
girl.
can't give me no fat. Y'all been giving me Jack Daniels and Coronas, and they want me to rap to a fast.
Everybody singing at the same time.
Mine wouldn't be right.
See, it's in there. It's in there.
A B C E F D.
You still on
Can't
that?
even say the alphabet.
All right, I'm gonna sing real quick just to get y'all off my back.
No, don't you? Don't you
ZYXW.
dare! No.
Even when there's no one.
I couldn't sing.
All right.
But a chair is not a chair.
And a house is not a home.
Oh my God. That sounded like
when there's no one there.
How do you
She came about her jacket on that note. Sit down.
All right.
She was coming about her jacket on that
I
one.
was feeling that.
Hold on one second.
Saying that tongue ring was about to go.
I was in the moment.
She has
Don't do that to me.
I did.
You know what? You a confidence killer. Didn't I tell you, how did we start the show? Don't be a flame blower, okay? Don't blow my flame out. I am lit, okay? I'm
pause.
lit. He a flame blower, Has.
Pause.
Trying to blow my flame out.
All right, Has.
I'm definitely not a flame blower.
These little
I
sound
can
effects
guarantee
are
you that.
funny.
Trying to blow my
Thank you.
flame out, you flame blower.
Wow. All right, I got a beat for Has right here. We got a beat for you. You gonna rap today, Has. You gonna earn this money that we give you for this interview.
Oh,
Might as well freestyle
I got
off
an
the top.
idea. Tell me to remind me to tell you what my idea is after the show. Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, we got DJ Has in the building. It's about to go down. Straight
silly.
Five on near. Let's get him, Has.
I can't even hear the beat. Oh. He went straight from I didn't want it too fast to straight ratchet.
Yeah.
We like ratchet.
Oh, wait a minute.
Do that again. I like that. I like that. Do that again.
Let's go.
They call me hazardous material, lethal with lyricals leaping through stereos, beating me takes a miracle. See, the tendency of most these MCs is to fear me, so they hate me on the external but love me in the spiritual. Quietly they get excited when they hear me flow. My rhyme energizes them like vitamins and minerals. Was nice with microphones more than 10 years ago. With my best foot forward, I might have been a general. Now here I go a little long in the tooth, but like before mobile phones, I'm still strong in the booth. With a skill, when in the zone, kill all of your crew. What are y'all gonna do? I'm simply on with the truth, so move on. Don't be foolish, you ain't Ashanti. Meaning you can't sell the foolishness and you don't want me to hunt. See, I gotta hunt these MCs as lunch meat. The type to fold up and to crunch me. Get hype and roll on with the punches. Believe you me, you don't want this. Ask any MC who's seen me and the crew that he run with. What happens when you come with some dumb ish? Battle will be over and done quick. Before you knew what you had been stung with, I done floated through like butterfly. I was stinging like a hornet. Anything's possible, call me Garnett. Hip hop can't be dead, Has wasn't born yet. So I pray it stays like Nas and Chris Sett. And on my date of birth, they'll say he was a born vet. To say I'm one of the nicest wouldn't be far-fetched. I'm pitching into the 7th inning when all stretch. What has match you soccer heat for you, y'all catch.
Yes! Oh my God.
Yo.
That was the best freestyle.
Wait a minute, I gotta end it. I spit lyrics like I got teeth missing.
And sing.
Okay.
Truly.
That was so dope.
Truly.
Oh, that boy good. That boy good.
That was dope, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That was that fire.
Man, that was
dope.
That was that fire. And then Barbara came
She
in
said,
That's called a compliment.
Yeah, everybody
Right,
passed it out. Yes, that's awesome.
That was dope.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
dope. All right, so I gotta tell you, this has been a great interview. I've been having fun with y'all, but we gotta play a little game now.
Yes, yes.
It's about that time that we play with.
You better kill this.
He's gonna be all right.
I know Barbara got this in the bag.
Barbara got it. She
Seems
good.
like she got this, but you
Barbara
better
ain't-
kill
I don't think Barbara worried about this.
No, Barbara ain't worried about nothing.
But it's time to play America's newest game show, America's favorite newest game show. And
You got a low battery on this tablet over here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the tablet.
It's about to die.
It's gonna die. It'll be all right.
I thought it was a camera.
Yeah, we can watch it up there. No, it's just watch. It's just something for y'all to watch. Oh, that's Gary Sexy.
That's Frankie Lyman.
That's Gary Sexy. But we're about to play the game called What Does It Mean? What does it mean? It's America's favorite game show where you, as contestants, have to define ghetto slang words into real words.
No one knows.
Wait, what?
You have to define ghetto slang words into real words.
Turn my headphones down a little bit.
Are you ready to play? What?
No, you
does
turn
it
it back up a little bit. Right there. That's cool.
Are you ready to play? What does it mean? Okay, the rules are simple.
Wait, how does the game go? Am
I'm
I
about to
playing
tell you.
against somebody?
No, you play for yourself. Every man and woman.
I'm gonna
for
ask you.
themselves.
I'm gonna ask her and ask you. We're gonna go back and forth between each other. I'm gonna tell you a ghetto word, a slang word, or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have to define it in regular English. You can't use slang to define slang.
Gotta define it in
You have
proper
to define
terminology.
slang, and we can use any slang from any era.
Yeah.
So
Are we allowed to ask questions about the
No.
slang?
No, you can get
as
exact-
far as like
I can
where
give
the
you-
slang derived from. Can we ask you to use the slang in a sentence?
I will use it in a sentence. I will give you that. That's it.
Okay.
Now,
I mean, what the-
if you get the answer wrong,
because my slang might have been different from yours.
we give you a wrong buzzer. If you get the answer right, you get it correct.
All right,
and of
whatever.
course, you will be timed. Are you ready to play. What does it mean? Starting with Barbara Barrett. Barb.
Yes.
Your word. Your word. It's for shizzle.
For shizzle.
For shizzle.
For shizzle. But you didn't use it as a sentence.
You have to ask me.
Oh, can you put it in a sentence, please?
Man, that was a dope movie for shizzle.
For sure.
There we go. Killed it.
That is correct. You get it correct.
Killed it.
Oh, yeah, at the end of the timer buzz. Don't worry about it. That's not the wrong answer.
Okay. How many seconds do we get?
I don't know. I keep hitting it back a couple of times. Don't worry about the time. You don't really have to worry about the timer. It's already preset.
Oh,
But,
okay.
all right. So that is
Don't
correct.
be nervous,
Barbara.
Has. Don't be
Barbara
nervous.
has 1
I am
point.
nervous because my slang is different from yours.
Hazardous Matt. Has Matt. Has Matthews. Hey, has.
Hazardous material.
Hazzy Jenkins. Your word.
It's my favorite last name.
Hazzy Jenkins. Your word is grimy.
Foul. Is that not it?
You gotta give it to me in English, not slang.
That means a person who is corrupt and would do someone dirty.
Very good. That was good. Yes, that was awesome.
That's correct, but I'm gonna tell you this: she gonna say very good to you no matter what you say. Because she always do. She gonna say go. So when she say very good, take it as a grain of salt.
Wait a minute. In this game, you always say very good.
She do all the time
to every customer. Or every contestant.
She gives false hope to people.
Okay, I'll take
So I'm just letting you know that if she say very good, just it ain't good until I hit the button.
But it was very good.
Oh yeah, you were
was
correct.
good.
But that was the first time she got it right. But
That was good.
Barbara Barrett.
Yes.
Barbareezy for Sheezy.
Mm-mm.
Barbity Barb.
Is this a contest to see
I was
if
thinking
me
that
or
was a
Barb
word.
gets the most right answers?
It's a contest just to
Y'all get
see
a prize
who can
at the
answer
end.
the damn question without asking
get
me
a
a whole
prize
bunch
at
of
the
other questions.
Yeah.
There's definitely a prize.
Always surprised.
So
What's the prize?
You'll find out at the
you
end.
win.
Has
I just
Barbara.
I need motivation.
Barbara Bennett. There is the motivation is answer the damn question.
Prize. Just the motivation.
Barbara Bennett.
Barrett.
I know what I said.
Like JT Barrett?
She said Barrett.
You said no. She said
nah. Patrice Barrett.
Not like JT Barrett.
BB.
Because he sucks.
Your word.
Did you just call that?
Your word. Your word.
He don't even know.
It's jive.
That's my favorite word.
Goofy. Not serious.
That is correct. That is correct, Barbara. You
What?
have 2 correct so far.
What you doing? Cheating?
He can use. I didn't say you can't use Google.
He got to put his
Somebody
hands
sending me a
over there.
text.
That's funny. I just got a phone call.
Okay.
Has Sheezy. Spot Squeezy.
Man.
Your word. Your whistle for to dizzle. Your word is sauced up.
I done drank a lot of liquor and I am all the way ready to party.
That is correct. That is correct. You are all the way ready to party.
Man,
Has conquered his second word.
Right.
That's the first time that we have 2 correct answers
That's
by both
because
contestants
I work
at the
with
same
them
time.
kids in school.
Well, this may change your mind, Barbara.
That's why.
Barbara.
I'm just saying.
You gonna call her
Barbara.
I'm asking me hood questions. This is easy.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Guess where I'm from.
Your word. Your word.
He probably had to make them up.
No,
He's from the
I have them written down
I
here
feel bad for that.
on this napkin.
Napkin.
Your
I got
word.
a guy. Where'd you live? Where'd you grow up at? Deeds.
On 123rd and Superior. Your
You
word.
ain't from my hood.
Yeah, Glenville. Your word. Barbara.
Yes.
It's Gucci.
A handbag.
I know that's right.
Oh no.
That's not right, but I know that's right.
Do I get the answer after?
Has you can take this if you can answer the question properly.
You said we weren't competing.
You're not competing. You just get a chance to answer.
Okay, I'm good.
That is correct.
Shut up, boy. That is correct.
I had an idea, but I didn't want to say
She went
it.
straight to the bag, though. She was like,
Hazardous has 3.
bag.
Barb Quisha has 2.
That's the right way to think, Barb. That's the right way to think,
It flows
girl.
back to nope. It's going to has.
Let's see what he says.
Oh, I go first this time. You get a chance to
Nope.
steal, Barbara. Get ready to steal, Barbara.
Okay.
Has your word.
Oh no, they're not gonna do Gucci.
He already did it.
I stole Gucci
What did you
from
say, Gucci?
We stole
I'm
your
good.
Gucci.
That's what Gucci means. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Hazardous.
Okay.
Has mayhem.
Yeah.
Has Matthew II.
Hazardous material skills.
Hayes Macu. Your word.
Hold on. Stop for a second. Did you? Because listen, I always tell people, and I bring they attention to the fact that this just happened in the holiday season. The Boys the Men / Brian McKnight. I'm giving Brian McKnight props because they never say nothing about him in the Let It Snow song.
Christmas holiday.
Look, I brought it out of it. But Wanye can sing, right? Wanye.
Yeah, Wanye.
But he in that song.
He did though. He did.
Right at the end.
I give it a well.
No, that ain't where he did it.
I know. I just wanted to get that out.
He did the.
But
right
your
on the
word.
break it down. He said, "Let it snow."
He did. He sure did.
Wow.
And I didn't like that. It wasn't the
He
like
said, "Let it snow."
That's great.
Kinda
Your
Let
word.
it, let it snow.
Your word. Your word. Your word.
Trying to
Your word.
trap
Your
me.
word. Your
Look,
word.
I stole the word trap.
Nope. Your word is skirt skirt.
I pulled up. I just showed up really fast on you. You didn't expect me at the time, but here I am.
That is correct.
What you thought you was gonna do?
I thought I had you.
You never will have me.
You'd have had me on that one. I'd be like,
Barbie
Barb
Barrett.
over there like skirt skirt.
Barbie Barrett.
yes.
Your word is guap.
Ding 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 ding. Doling out money.
Now I know he helped you.
That's correct.
We have eyesight, and she, of course, she's saying it's correct. But
I'm trying to, I want it to be fair.
But that is correct. It is money.
I'm trying to.
Okay, see, I'm gonna remember these.
I don't think you should have did a different categories because I don't know.
Okay, well, I got one for you, Has.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Your word is pearl.
Pearl.
Would you like me to use it in a sentence?
Please use it in a sentence.
Man, I'm a pearl.
I'm out of here.
I was gonna say,
Please.
I know that.
Peace. It's like out of 5,000. I'm leaving. I'm about to get abruptly away from this place.
Abruptly. Right.
That is correct. And the final word for today.
Come on.
It's open to anyone, whoever can answer it first.
What is the prize?
You will find out after this question.
You're gonna love it.
Nothing.
You're gonna love
It's gonna be
it.
nothing, Barbara.
Don't put that poison in.
The word, the final word is swerve.
Ooh, swerve. To go around some. I don't know.
To go, hey, that's correct.
That is correct, Barbara. That is correct. To dodge, to go around, to swerve.
Mm-hmm.
Swerve.
Did Barbara win?
Swerve.
Tell them what they give me.
I'd like to thank our contestants for playing. We appreciate you. We're gonna.
I knew it. We wasn't getting.
You are definitely getting something.
Here, you can get a brand new pair.
I'd like to thank our guests for playing. What does it mean? America's favorite game show where idiocracy wins every time.
Gloves, you can still
Your prize for tonight, Has.
You can still operate your phone with these gloves on.
Hey, Has, I'm about to tell you your prize, though, bro. Your prize is you get to sit in your damn chair and drink my liquor. Thank you
Pour
for
me
playing.
another glass. Then. Sheesh. I don't want to even have to pour my
Barbara,
glass.
you could have had some
Somebody
liquor, but you chose
Come
not
on
to.
over here, Poison Ivy.
Thank you for playing.
Pour me some more poison.
Thank you for playing. What does it mean? Unfortunately, the game.
He stalled until you got his little sound effect.
Yep, sure did.
You
Sure
need
did.
you know what you need some hotkeys right there. You need some hotkeys.
I've been trying to find a hotkey, bro. I don't want. Oh yeah, they do make that thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot.
yeah, man.
You're a DJ. You're smart.
No,
you know DJ stuff.
You know DJ stuff.
All that.
So Barbara,
Yes.
what's in the future for Barbara Bear? What's next down the pipe?
Oh, let me tell you what's next. It's not music.
Totally tell me.
It's my book, Hood Medical.
Oh.
Okay.
If you want to get an idea of the book, you can go on hoodmedical.com. It's my nursing memoirs, and it's funny.
Oh, that's
Well, most of it's funny, some of it isn't.
That's how
It's like over the holidays when you go into those senior citizen high-rise apartment buildings, and you think everything is all chill in there. When you get off the elevator, you smell a combination of greens, chitlins, and weed.
Right.
What's the weight?
Wow.
That's horrible.
Greens, chitlins, and weed.
And weed.
That's totally disgusting.
In the
What they call that in Colorado?
Boo boo.
I got that boo boo.
I got that boo boo, bro.
Yeah, and I have stories about hospital nursing and
Ew.
That's a good
nursing with the kids and in the school system and stuff. And like I said, some of it's not funny.
Is
Some
this
of
gonna
it's
be a
just
picture
regular
book?
stuff.
Because I don't read too much.
Nah, you'll read it. They're short memoirs.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
they're
black
just
people
little.
don't read.
Yeah, no, they'll read.
I read.
That's not
regularly.
true.
It's-
The degradation of black people.
I read. So
A phrase
maybe
coined by Mr. D.
I read.
And if you heard him, go read a book right now.
Yeah,
So
read the book right
my
now.
target is to have it
Read a
out by the end of
paragraph,
March.
okay.
Okay. Did you self-publish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
What's
awesome.
up. That's what's up.
Yep.
Has Sheezy for Sheezy.
Mm-hmm.
What's next for you, man?
I don't know. It's 2018, man. The sky's the limit. That's how I always feel. Like for anybody in their life, you know, I just feel like the sky's the limit. I have some things that I want to explore, and it's totally up to me. Like in this world, if you see how it's set up now, social media, so many people just kind of doing their own thing and turning that into a business.
You mean like radio shows that broadcast on YouTube and Facebook right now?
Yeah.
You mean like my live, Poison Ivy live?
Yeah, man.
Nobody knows who that is.
My live be lit.
It's all about that vibe on air.
Do you know if I don't get 100 views, I be salty? But I always do. Most of
Do
the
you
time.
know that I haven't thought about that at
Yeah,
all?
when it don't be like 100 or better, I be like, what the hell? If I post a picture and I don't get 100 likes on it, I think something wrong.
If you wash your hair and then you string it out, do it come out as hot sauce?
Shut up. I I go home and take
Try
this
to
off
get a
like a
curl.
hat. Don't try to play. You
And
know
it
I
don't
take
take.
this off like a hat. Don't do that. Y'all think y'all funny. Y'all ain't funny.
I love you to death.
You got locks under there?
Nah, she got naps under there.
You know what my real hair look like. Don't play with me.
She do got some decent hair.
And it's right here too, Has. It's right here.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's fine.
It's right there underneath there.
I just said nothing.
Shut
What you use, a hot comb to get it down there?
Hot comb, yeah. Shut up.
The hot comb, get it down. Stretch it out. Burn your head.
Lift your wig up and show them the real hair.
Mark your ears.
Lift your wig
Hot
up.
comb.
I will not.
Do it on camera right there.
No, I will not.
Shout out to all the ladies with the hot comb burns on the back of their
All the
ears.
cameraman in the building, just come out and point the camera at Has. But no, I like to thank y'all for being on the show, man. We went over because, it was fun.
Because
just
we
having
love
fun,
y'all.
Has, he was doing the same. Barbara just over here mellow and chilling. And
Barbara was chilling.
That's so cool.
I talk a lot, Barbara. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm just enjoying myself.
We got on
That's
the
what I
royal
do for a
color
living.
pink purple, the royal color purple.
Mm-hmm.
Prince like,
chilly.
princess like, Baby, baby, baby.
We didn't need that on the way out, though.
Yeah, I need to find me a karaoke spot tonight. But I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We're going to start with Barbara. Shoot out your information so people know where to find you, know where to find events about you, how they can reach you.
BBBeyondcategory.com.
.com. That's also your Instagram.
BVBeyondCategory.com. Yeah.
That's also your
That's got everything. It's got Hood Medical on there. It's all of it linked on there.
That's how you do it, girl.
What's up? Has.
Well, you know, if you're here in the city, check me out on 93.1 WZAK. On the weekends, I'm on from Saturday night from 8 to 10. Sundays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Why did he just say 8 to 10?
8 to 10. What was something's wrong with that?
No, you was like, check me out on Saturdays from 8 to 10.
The Baltimore came out a little bit.
It came out. No, it wasn't Baltimore. It came out. That was the correct English. It was the overly correct English. The 8 to 10.
You want me to bring the 8 to 10?
Yeah, there you go. I feel better.
8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Or if you listening in the East Coast, it's 8 to 10. Okay. So 8 to 10 p.m. on Saturdays, it's a mix show where I'm going off on the turntables for 2 hours. And then on Sundays, it's a regular show where we talk about things, and it's a regular show for 5 hours. I'm on from 10 a.m. to 3. Or if you're in Columbus, check me out on Friday nights. If you partying, I'm on the radio at 12 o'clock from 12 to 2 a.m. And, you know, sometimes they pop me on in Philly. That's what you didn't talk about. That's another moniker.
See, I didn't know about the Philly thing.
Well, I'm the production director for Radio 1 Cleveland, and I do imaging for Radio ZAK and some R&B stations in Indianapolis and Philly.
Man, you should work it a lot, man.
Can
I borrow some money? I just need some money, man.
That's what they really pay me for, though. That's
what's up, though, man.
More so than being on the air. Like,
look us on.
That's what's up, man. I see. It's so much stuff you do. It's so much stuff you do.
I'm a 17-year vet, man. Y'all trying to.
It'd be nice if I can get a job at Radio 1 somewhere.
I've been DJing.
I just want a job at Radio 1.
I be trying to tell dudes like that think they better DJs than me.
We want to be on.
I don't want to DJ. I just want to be on.
I just want to tell other DJs.
Can we come?
Here we go. The DJ challenge.
Can we come with you? We want to go.
Challenge. Good. If you think you're better than me, you might want a second thing.
And I ain't gonna lie, I've seen Has in the mix for real at work, and he be focused too. I go
just based off the fact that they thought I started DJing when they heard me on the radio is the reason why they thought differently. But I'm just trying to tell you, dude, it's deep.
So what you want to tell your haters?
It'd be crazy when you reach over to his thing and you try to do the fist bump, and he just be looking at. He'll look at you like this.
I be focused. I focus when I'm DJing. If my dance floor ain't packed, it's a problem.
That's how DJ Ellery is. You can't say nothing to him when he DJing. Like,
I love Ellery, man. I've gotten to know Ellery for all the years I've been out here. I ain't got no. Yo, Ellery, he always show me love. Every time I show up to a spot that he DJing, man, he shout me out. And he always, because some DJs don't do that, man. You come in they spot, they'll see you, shake your hand in your face, but they won't say your name on that mic.
Ellery shoot out everybody because I walk it like when he was especially when he was at Give, Mr. D's in the building. If you ever need him, D's.
But I just want Ellery to know I've been DJing just as long as you do. Like, I think people thought. I just think people thought that their DJing extended beyond mine. It doesn't.
So what you want to tell your haters?
It's not about hate. It's just about respect.
Finish shooting out your info,
respecting you, and you gotta respect me.
Right.
How else can they find you too besides the radio? How else can people find you besides the radio?
Oh, on social media at HeyHaz, HeyHaz. That's for Twitter and Facebook, and on Instagram you just put a number 1 behind it at HeyHaz with the number 1 behind it. And that's it. That's, we're going to build this. YouTube, I got a YouTube channel, HeyHaz TV. We're about to start putting a bunch of content up there. Shout out to my man, Kevin. Bailey, I just linked up with, not just, I've been knowing him for years, but he's a videographer, dope videographer. We are about to, in 2018, we have a whole lot of content about to come to the internet. So much in the works, man, but it's, You'll see. It's like, don't talk about it, be about it.
That's right.
That's what's up. I'd like to thank our guests, man. Barbara Barrett, Has Matthews. It's been a great show. It's been a good time. We've been having some fun, getting some drinks in us. It's been great. Poison Ivy, shoot out your info with your redhead ass.
Y'all know it's Poison Ivy everything. POIZON Ivy. Instagram, Facebook. Holla at me.
She look like Tina Burner. But Joe, I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the show. We appreciate it. You know, we about to get up out of here. It's been a great show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you go and subscribe. We need your subscriptions. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at The Vibe On Air. Hit us up on Instagram at The Vibe On Air. Snapchat, The Vibe On Air. YouTube, The Vibe On Air. Mixler, The Vibe On Air. And on Twitter, I'm not getting Twitter. I'm not going to get a Twitter. Twitter is dying. Twitter dead. I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. We out of here. Make sure y'all subscribe. We'll be back in here next week. I got Ricky Rich in the building, and my man Stone the Butcher gonna be in the building. Make sure y'all check us out, man. It's The Vibe On Air. Mr. Deeds, Poison Ivy. We up out this. Look at my face before y'all go. I'm gonna turn the music off.
Should have made